Welcome to Cryptowise. My name is Marvin and I will be your captain today. And what a beautiful day it is to be in crypto. And if you are not full-time crypto by now, well, I'm gonna guess you're about to be. Why? Because things have been absolutely bananas. Honestly. Guys, what the hell are we gonna do, right? Like, I am absolutely thrilled. If you've watched any of our videos, or all of them, please do watch all of them. Almost every single project that we've done a video on, actually every project that we've done a video on, has made massive gains. Now, of course, so has most of the market, fair enough, but the projects that we're in and that we've been talking about have been doing really well, exceptionally well. Now, at the same time, I'm also upset. And why am I upset? Well, you probably feel this too. You know, I was talking to Milton about it this morning. It's hard. Crypto is not an easy place to be. I mean, it's a beautiful, absolutely beautiful place to be. Of course, in a bull market like we have right now, but at the same time, it's a painful place. It's a painful place to be. Why? Because we're watching these significant gains in some amazing projects that we've been either watching or covering. And unfortunately, we just can't be in all of them, right? We just can't. And, you know, it hurts sometimes to watch projects come to light that we wanted to be in. We've been watching, or in our cases, even been covering, and we haven't had enough to be in them substantially or in them at all. And so that part is painful. But part of the crypto test, if you're a real lion in this space, if you're a real man with or woman with big boy pants on, then, you know, this is crypto. You just got to go with it, right? And you can't win everything all the time. We can't get too greedy. But if we look at some of our past projects, like Graph here at $1.98, I mean, I covered this project, guys. I covered it, I don't know how long ago. It wasn't too long ago that I covered Graph. Here it is, only a week ago, according to this. Holy smokes, feels like a long time ago. And at that time, it was around 50 cents. And here we are at $2. So unbelievable. But today, let's talk about what we're talking about. And it is called Litentry. Okay, this is the project I'm going to be diving deeper into with you today. Litentry. And I'm going to call it Lit because, I don't know, the name Litentry, it gets to me. It's one of those things that just bothers me. I like it. It looks good. Logo looks good. I like the name. But at the same time, we're just going to call it Lit so I don't screw this entire video up. And if you haven't already, please do us a favor and follow us on Twitter at Cryptowise Daily. We are providing some great news in real time. And so when things are happening, we're providing them on Twitter for you. So make sure you're going to want to follow us on Twitter. And guys, always, if you haven't, please do us a huge favor and subscribe to our channel. Like our videos, click on that subscribe button, and of course, click on that little bell. That bell is critical to you getting information fast. In the crypto world, it's all about getting information fast. And so I want to make sure that you're getting our videos and our content to you in real time. So click on that bell. Diving right into Litentry. Now, build a user-centric world with blockchain and network support cross-chain aggregated identities built on Substrate and ready for our friends over at Polkadot. And you guys know how bullish we are on Polkadot. We are huge supporters of Polkadot, the ecosystem, and a lot of the Polkadot projects. And so, identity-based network and tools. It's a community governed. I love that. That's really important, and we're always looking for that in a lot of projects. We want to see that. So the credit computation algorithms, the data origins, and the identity registrars are all governed by the Lit stakeholders. The relationship of community and community members could be recorded on chain and generated community credit. And further, all the governance credit will contribute to voting power. And so that is awesome. Really love that. And fully decentralized, of course, Lit network processes DIDs, verification, which I'm going to talk to you a little bit about and explain what that is, aggregation and computation requests from a service demander, and returns a trustable result. It's fully decentralized, and we'll talk about that. It's blockchain powered. Lit is built on a substrate, which inherits great features and the best technologies in the blockchain industry. We talked about this. One of the big things about this is Litentry aims to be the parachain of Polkadot network and benefit from thriving cross-chain ecosystem and shared security. So if you haven't already, you need to watch Milton's video on parachains, and I'm not sure where it is. It's here somewhere, but I will put a link at the top right for you, because Milton did an amazing job on explaining what the hell parachains are and why they're so important. So go check that video out. Click on the link at the top. Also, LIT is going to be privacy focused. Privacy preservation is the fundamental of LIT network, and we do not want to breach that anonymity of blockchain networks. And so that's really important. And here is a basis of the tokenomics of Litentry, okay? And we'll explain a little bit about that later. Now, as we look deeper into Litentry, we see that they've got massive partnerships. Option Room, which is another project we were hoping to already cover for you guys, but we just haven't had time because there's been so many amazing projects. Partners with Litentry to accelerate the adoption of aggregated DID, improving the OAS model, okay? We are excited to announce our partnership with Option Room, a user-governed oracle and forecast protocol built on Polkadot. This partnership will create new opportunities both for Litentry aggregated DID ecosystem and while enhancing the oracle as a service. Okay, Oracle as a service. That's what that OAS stands for, product of Option Room. Now, Option Room will link to Litentry aggregated identity service to allow field experts to prove their identity, thus increasing the amount of honest protocol participants. This is important. Why is this important? Because Litentry is already, just out the gate, partnering with some of the best projects on Polkadot. And we see this all across the board. The community of Lit is absolutely massive. This is also very exciting. As of February 1st, Litentry is launching its PancakeSwap syrup pool. And I'm going to talk a little bit about this because this has been absolutely killer. I mean, honestly, Milton, I got to give it to him because he did it again for me. And I talked about it in my last video. I'll talk about it again. He did it again. As you guys probably know, Lit is trading on Binance, right? So that's already a huge thing for a small project like Lit. Well, it's getting there. It's still small in my mind. It has a ton of room to growth in my mind. But it was launched on the Binance Launch Pool, right? And if you're not on Binance Launch Pool, you're going to want to get on there because some great projects come out of it. But for the next 16 days, 6 hours and 32 minutes, you can still stake either BNB DOT or BUSD to earn Lit, okay? And here is what you'll earn. You'll earn 7%, 9%, 9%. And that's why I'm not doing it, okay? I'm not in the Binance launch pool for Lit anymore. I did at the beginning before Lit came out, I was staking DOT for Lit. But why am I not staking on a Binance launch pool anymore? Well, it's very simple. If you had watched Milton's videos on Binance Launch Pool and some of their projects on the BNB Smart Chain, and some of their projects, you'll quickly realize there's some way better options, especially for Lit. And so PancakeSwap, my friends, is my absolute favorite on the BNB Smart Chain. And I have been staking Lit from the very beginning, and I have been in the bakery making cake ever since, and I've been freaking loving it. I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely love it. When I started, this was over 1,000% APY for my Lit and BNB tokens. So essentially, you have to stake both BNB and Lit tokens, the equal value amount. So if I had, let's say you did $1,000 worth of Lit, you also need $1,000 worth of BNB, right? And you stake them together, you get LP tokens, and then you stake those LP tokens for a current rate of 259%, which is paid out in cake. And here's your return on investment staking breakdown. And so basically what this means is for every $1,000 worth of LP tokens in this pool, I'll get 1.6 cake. I love it. It's the most tasty cake that I've ever had. I got to be honest. It is absolutely scrumptious. And I'm talking moist in the center, sweet on the top, with a little bit of crunch on the bottom. It is an amazing cake, okay? And Pancake Cake is trading phenomenally right now. It absolutely phenomenally. So this is how much cake I've earned in the last few hours on PancakeSwap. And so why on earth would I go to the Binance launch pool, sorry Binance, and get a 9.8% return, all right, or 7.3 with my BNB, when I can go to PancakeSwap and get 258% in my most delicious cake. And then the best part about this, I love you, Lit. I love you, Binance. But cake, I take that cake, right? And I put it in my cake pool. So then I harvest my cake and it comes in here and I put my cake in my cake pool. And in that pool, I'm earning more cake. Now, I don't know why it's not loading for you right now, but essentially what you would see is you'd see my stake in the amount of cake that I'm farming. So I'm double dipping here all across the board, right? I'm gaining my appreciation on Lit because it's been doing really well over the last week. I'm gaining my appreciation on BNB because it's been doing really well thanks to Binance Smart Chain and all of you guys learning about it and understanding why it's so amazing. The fees are so low and you have these amazing services like PancakeSwap. I'm getting 258% return in delicious cake right now. And then I'm taking that cake that I'm earning here and I'm putting it in my cake pool to earn more cake at 147%. It's bloody brilliant. And if you're not already doing this, you need to look into it, and you need to look into it quickly because it's one of the best farming and pools I've been in to date. And I get to do it in two projects that I absolutely adore, Lit and BNB. So that's awesome. That's awesome. And I'm again, Milty, thank you. Binance, well, thank you for bringing Lit to us. But PancakeSwap, you honestly, you won that one. You won that one for sure. So thank you very much. I am enjoying my delicious cake and I will continue to. And for those that don't know about PancakeSwap, let's just take a quick look at PancakeSwap here. Because PancakeSwap, right, this is cake, this is what I'm earning my interest in, is currently trading at $6.12. And it's had an all-time high of $8. And I've been farming my cake, baking my cake, all the way from $2. So not only am I getting ridiculous APY on pooling my Lit and my BNB, not only am I getting my gains on BNB and Lit, not only am I taking the cake that I'm earning and putting it in another oven to reproduce more cake at 148%, my cake has also done a 3x in that time and is continuing to grow. So you definitely, if you're looking at Lit and you're wondering why there's so much interest, in addition to the project itself, it's because you can earn so much if you get involved with Binance Smart Chain and you start staking your Lit with cake. I mean, it's brilliant, guys. Let's talk a little bit about the problem that Lit is solving, right? What is the problem that this project is actually solving? Well, more specifically, with more software and platforms being created nowadays, there are more amounts of user data available. And the issue with this large amount of data is how the data is interconnected with different systems, right? While it's also making them secure, Lit is seeking to solve this problem with cross-chain identities by managing it with their protocols. This network will allow for decentralized identifiers with aggregation, verification, credit calculation, /grading, and more. And if you don't know what decentralized identifiers are, right? Because I didn't even know what decentralized identifiers were. Well, let's tell you, right? Because I've read into this, and as I always tell you guys, you've got to read. You've got to read the light papers, the white papers. You've got to go deep. But that's what we do for you here at Cryptowise. So a decentralized identifier, a type of identifier that enables a verifiable decentralized digital identity that is also known as a DID, right? So it's a decentralized digital identity. That's a DID, right? And a DID identifies any subject, such as a person, an organization, a data model, or anything that is requested by the controller. It is based on the self-sovereign identity paradigm, whereby users should own their identity data entirely without intervention from outside administration, hence the name decentralized. And the main difficulty in achieving a seamless DID mechanism is finding and integrating all the DID standards into a single model. Lit
is seeking to create a transparent and secure method of data aggregation and verification, especially within the decentralized finance space. And the solution will make it easy to manage individual identities across different DeFi. And it's a huge use case. And it's one of these things that the majority of us don't really understand or look at. But the fact is that this project's use case is absolutely massive. And it's got a ton of potential. And the fact that it's being built with Substrate, the fact that they're going to focus on parachains, right? It positions this project as one of the, in my opinion, one of the biggest potential gainers and growers in this space, specifically in the Polkadot universe, as a cross-chain identity aggregator. And I know that Milty's been talking about some amazing Polkadot projects. If you haven't already, check out his last video that came out less than 24 hours ago on 4 Polkadot altcoin picks that were all fantastic. And also, if we dive into Litentry's social proof, they've got almost 30,000 followers on their Twitter. They have a massive Telegram community. The community around Lit is absolutely huge. And so that is one reason that I believe that this project has serious legs, in addition to the fundamentals and the value and the solution that they're offering, which I think is huge, and the fact that it's on Polkadot. Their social proof is absolutely amazing. And then when you dive into looking at the tokenomics and how Lit has been doing since it came out the gate, it's currently trading at $8.31, right? And it's had a good day actually today. If we look, came out around, well, it was trading around 650, and it's all the way up to $8.31 today. And it's got a lot of volume. It's got a market cap of almost 150 million, which, you know, personally for me, I think for a project of this scope is quite low. I see this project, and again, guys, this is not financial advice. This is not financial advice. I am not in a position to tell you how to invest, okay? I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not qualified to tell you any of those things. I'm simply giving you the data and letting you know exactly what I'm doing, right? And what I believe for my own personal investments. But I think that Lit is going to be $1 billion project if this market continues the way that it's continuing today. I really do. I think Lit has a lot of legs, and I think it's going to continue to move. And again, full disclosure, that's why one of the reasons why I'm personally invested in this project and have been for so long. In addition to the ability to stake at the degree that we're staking, that I'm staking, and the degree of returns that I'm getting from those stakes. But if we look, Lit came out the gate just under $5, and then it had a bunch of sell-off. And one of the reasons for that, again, goes back to the fact that it's on the Binance launch pool, right? And so people are staking it, and there's definitely whales staking their BNB and their DOT and their BUSD, and they're going to continue to sell off. A lot of them will likely continue to sell off their Lit, since they're just using that as interest. But then there's a lot of the community that's actually diehard into Polkadot and into the fundamentals of this project that are staking it to gain a larger position, right, for the long term. And so we saw it come out. There had some sell-off, and then it grew. I mean, it grew, and it grew back real quick, and it went all the way up to $8.50. Its all-time high was around $9.26, although the all-time high here showing is $31.87. That's one of those bot blips for when these Binance projects come out. And so I'm very sorry to anybody. I feel terrible for anybody that participates right out the gate and gets screwed over like that. You really need to know your stuff if you're going to be buying into a project out the gate like this, because you can get really screwed. And of course, guys, this is crypto, right? This is crypto. So there's so much speculation in this market. Not everybody knows the fundamentals of these projects. They're not keeping an eye and researching every day like we are. And we don't have a crystal ball. We can't tell you what this is going to be tomorrow or today. It could go to zero. It could go to zero. You could lose every cent you put into this if you buy any of these Lit tokens. period. That's just it. That's crypto. But it could also go to $100 and it could go to $100 tomorrow. That's crypto, and that's part of the game, right? And that's why we're in it. But all in all, I really like this project. I think that it has a ton of potential. Its value proposition is huge. The community is big. The fact that it's already on Binance is huge. The fact that they're focusing on Polkadot parachains is really, really smart. And the Polkadot community is growing, right? And so for me, this is a project I'm going to continue to stay in for some time, for the foreseeable future. And of course, guys, I'm getting my cake. I'm bloody getting my cake, and I'm getting it fast. And I mean, at some point, I'm probably going to have diabetes, and I'm going to need to stop and get myself out of that, get the hell out of that bakery and go for a run, right? Because at some point, I'm going to have to make a decision to probably get the hell out of that bakery. And I don't know when that's going to be. It's not today. It's not right now. But at some point I will. And at some point, obviously, in the future of cryptocurrency, we're going to see some corrections. And so you need to be cautious and you need to make moves accordingly. But all in all, I'm a huge fan of this project today. And I see a huge amount of potential. And I hope the team can pull it off. So far, so good. And so for all my Cryptowise fans, thank you once again for watching this video all the way to the end. I know I had some rants, but thank you for your support. It means the world to us, and we want to continue to bring you the latest and greatest in crypto land. So as always, please do us a favor, like this video, subscribe to this channel, and click on that little bell, because that bell is what's going to get you information fast. It is me, Marvin, and I am over and out.